Now, he's the ultimate naughty schoolboy whose exploits have turned him into a national institution. Dennis the Menace of Beano fame turns 60 this year, and to celebrate he'll be joined by no less than the US President Barack Obama, who will feature in next week's edition alongside Dennis and his trusty dog Gnasher. The comics all-star cast also includes David Cameron and Nick Clegg, who told us it was a privilege to appear. Our intrepid reporter Katie Razzle has been finding out more.
Ready, Gnasher? Let's go!
Move over, Private Eye, there's a new kid in town. Well, not exactly new. Dennis the Menace has been a child for 60 years now, and his latest encounter isn't quite Steve Bell, but then the Beano is a children's magazine.
Crikey, the American president is visiting Beano Town.
I know, and it's time to get menacing. Ah!
Which can mean only one thing: Gnasher's teeth in an American bottom.
Have some of this, matey.
You're in so much trouble now, Dennis. The president won't be happy. He'll give you a telling off.
Quit moaning. If my guards can cope with Dennis the Menace, they can cope with anything.
Obviously, this is Dennis the Menace's 60th year, and this is the year of the Menace, and he is the greatest menace in the world. And I think they felt that he needed a suitably important foil to his menaces, and you can't get any bigger than the President of the US.
While Dennis gets Obama, Gnasher the dog gets Britain's three-party leaders. It's not recorded whether he recognises them. Do you?
So 60 years after his creation, Dennis the Menace finally gets to meet a president. It's the first time this young tearaway has ever met a politician, and now along come a bumper crop. So what does this new storyline tell us about the evolution of a magazine that in its heyday was read by millions of children?
Those were the days when every Beano strip ended in corporal punishment. Anarchy, quickly followed by retribution, was the moral code from the Dundee publishers behind the magazine. Beano abandoned that sort of discipline in the 80s. Around the same time, its circulation started falling. So is this latest storyline a publicity stunt? There's no sign of politicians yet in the spin-off children's show, although of course there is a precedent.
Hello, welcome to the United Kingdom.
Tony Blair himself appeared in an episode of The Simpsons. During the war, Dandy ridiculed Hitler and Goebbels in their strip, Addy and Hermie.
Hey, Addy, mein breadbasket with the hunger eggs?
But politicians in children's cartoons are still a rarity. Still, the Deputy Prime Minister told Channel 4 News Tonight it was a rare privilege to be included and wished Dennis many happy returns.
Katie Razzle reporting Dennis the Menace, a mere spring chicken at 60.